Good afternoon. So I am sending this video a little different. It's from my iPad because apparently my computer's been having internet connection issues, and so I wasn't able to record a YouTube video. So there's going to be some parts that I'm going to teach, and then your teacher is going to teach the rest of the parts that I can't include in here because the stuff is on my iPad and I can't access the internet anywhere else. But first off, thank you guys so much for praying for me. I know I haven't sent a video in a while. It's kind of, I haven't been feeling 100%, but the surgery went really well. The doctor was really happy with how everything turned out, and the last time he saw me, he said everything looked normal, everything looked good, you're doing great. So thank you so much for your prayers. God definitely answered them, and I'm on the road to recovery now. So hopefully I will recover quickly and be able to join you quickly as well, because I miss you guys. Hopefully you miss me a little bit. But thank you so much for praying. So, I'm not sure if you guys noticed anything particular in that Beaker video that we watched from the Muppets. But think about for a second what was happening in that video when he was singing Beethoven's Ode to Joy. That's what he was singing and playing. What was changing in the music as time went on? Hopefully the first thing you guys thought of is the speed. Right? It got so fast he couldn't keep up, and that's why the violin caught on fire and all that crazy stuff happened. So the speed of music is very important. Now we've been talking a lot about different rhythms, both using different fruit names for them and the real names for them. But rhythms are not rhythms without some sort of speed, right? Because music can't be all the same or else it'd be boring. So we have many different speeds of music, and the first thing I'm gonna show you is that there's a fancy term for the speed of music. The fancy term is this word, tempo, okay? I'm not sure if the iPad has it reversed. If it is, the teacher can write it on the board for you. Tempo, T-E-M-P-O. Tempo is the fancy word that we use in music to describe speed. All we're talking about is speed, okay? The first speed that we're talking about is, I think if I have it reversed it'll work. Yes. Alright? Andante. Okay? So look at this word with me. A-D-N-D-A-N-T-E. Now we have to pronounce every letter because this is Italian. So we say andante. Andante is slow. It's very like a slow, strolling, walking sort of tempo. Okay? Remember, tempo means speed. So when we talk about that a song is in andante, it's one of the really slow, relaxing songs. And your teacher's going to play for you one of those examples of a really slow song. Now, it's not slow to the point that you're like falling over or like walking like when you're really tired, you know, on the way to school. It's not quite that slow. But it's when you're feeling relaxed. Pretty much the speed I can walk right now is andante if we're erring on the side of fastest I can go, because I can't walk very fast right now. Andante. So look at that word again. Andante. Say it with me. Ready? And andante. Alright. So, that means slow. Okay? The next music word is the next one on my list. It is moderato. So, moderato, it's kind of pronounced the way it's spelled. This one isn't too tricky. Moderato is kind of that in-between, that kind of you're walking comfortably, but you're not walking slow, but you're not speed walking like Moscow walking, okay? So when you're walking comfortably, you're talking to your friend, but you do still have places to go. You don't want to be late. So your teacher's also going to play for you an example of a song that is moderato. And I know for sure that these songs are these tempos because the composer wrote them and said that they had to be at that tempo. So, that's the right tempo. So, moderato is in the middle. It's not super slow, but it's not super fast. Okay? Moderato. So, the first one we learned, andante. Okay? Andante means slow. Next one was moderato. Moderato means medium, right? Medium. Not slow, but not fast. The last one we're going to look at is allegro. This word here, allegro, means, what do you think? Hopefully you guessed fast. It means fast, okay? So an allegro song is when you're like, oh no, I'm late to school, but you don't want to run because there's snow or ice on there and you don't want to slip and hurt your knee like Miss Seawork did. So you're walking quickly, but you're not running. You're walking quickly. That's allegro, okay? So this word is andante. It means slow, right? Okay. This word, moderato, it means like in the middle, in medium. This word is allegro, and it means fast, okay? These are all different what of music? How do we call the speeds of music? What is the fancy term? Do you guys remember? It was the first word I showed you. The tempo. The tempo. You can see it if I reverse the page with the iPad. Tempo is the speed of music. So you are learning 3 different speeds. So what you're going to do for part of this class is just listen to pieces of music and see if you can tell which ones would best be called andante, which ones would best be called allegro. There might be a little bit of overlap. Sometimes you can't tell, is it moderato or andante? And some people might say, well, I mean, I walk kind of faster. And music tempos are not like 100% boom, boom. There's a little bit of flexibility, but overall, you can kind of tell what andante is versus what moderato is versus what allegro is. So hopefully you guys have fun doing that. Then we're going to take some of those rhythms that you've been working and practice singing those rhythms, but with all the different tempos of music that we've been learning. So we're just going to kind of make everything crazy. We're going to add everything together and do that. So hopefully you guys have fun with that, and try your best to remember those words. I know they're crazy Italian words, so they're a little hard to remember, especially when you're already learning so many other new words in English. But do the best you can. We'll keep talking about them, so hopefully you guys will keep remembering them. And remember, make sure you have fun and enjoy making those rhythms and the different tempos that go with them.